bonkers.
Hello! Hello, everyone! Oh my gosh, I'm alive! I'm alive! How are you? Hi, Henry. How you doing? How you doing? And how is everyone else? I need to get a glove out of this box. Still these giant oversized gloves that are really hard to use. Oh my gosh, I am feeling a bit... Ooh, I'm feeling a bit icky today. Can I get on these gloves? Oh my gosh. They're terrible. Never buy from Amazon again. I actually cancelled my Amazon, Prime subscription, so no more Prime Video. No more Prime. For that being said, it's like the last time I had one-day delivery, actual one-day delivery from Prime was... I don't even remember when. It's insane. Oh my gosh. But I'm here now. I'm ready for people racing outside. For people racing, for cars are going. No, they're not on fire. I'm joking. If it didn't crash, if it didn't go on fire, don't bomb Branry IRS. But yeah, IRS, how you doing? But yeah, it's cars racing outside. There's no racetrack here. They shouldn't be here. They shouldn't be moving around at that speed on these streets. I'm doing great until you post on Twitter about eating pancreas. That is living rent-free in my head now. No, I just want to nibble your pancreas. I just want to go and nom. I just want to nibble your pancreas a little bit. Just a little bit. Nibbling your pancreas. Hello, Tony Tanuki. How you doing? I got gloves on now. Oh, I hate these gloves. My old gloves might have burst over time, but they felt a lot better than these horrible gloves. Where's my Handcam? Where's my Handcam? Here it is. Look how wrinkly they are. They're just too big. They're just too big and weird feeling. Oh, so hello, love you all. Love you all. You might notice I did a little bit of painting. I did a little bit of painting last night, a little bit of painting over time. Yeah, I put some yellow on. I couldn't sleep last night. I was feeling really terrible. So I tried painting, like, see, you can now see a little bit. But oh, wait, I forgot the camera focus is weird. What's the best point for the focus? Is it here? Here. Here. Yeah, no, why is it focusing so well there? It's meant to focus like the best here. Oh, wait, let me just check my camera settings. Video capture device, configure video, camera control. Oh, focus is auto again. Okay, this is what I had it as last time. Because it was much better when I could just have a certain area where I knew it was just highly focused. Around here. There we go, around here. You can see a bit better now that this is like a Chaos Space Marine helmet on the ground. I'm painting it red because I ordered, that combat patrol kit, and it comes with loads of Chaos Space Marines, but a lot of them are Khorne Berserkers and stuff. So I thought I'd just make like a Khorne army with the stuff from the combat patrol. And this will be representing him having killed some of the Khorne army people. You're good. You're doing well, Tanuki. Nice. I had a thorn go in through my shoe and it went through your shoe. Oh my gosh, that must have been a sharp thorn or a thin shoe. Oh my gosh, jesting aside, I'm painting and making a figurine. I'm making some. Oh yeah, you were saying you're making a Five Nights at Freddy's character. But do you want this is? I can hold it, and now I can see it in high detail. Because this right here, right there, magnifying glass. I have it just off camera because otherwise it risks reflecting on my face and stuff. But this way, I can use like this thing and be like. There we go. Yeah, I can like move him around. Change how I'm holding him so I can hold him like this. And use a magnifying glass to look at it. Because I can now see every single mistake I've made. I tried painting the eyes, but it went really terribly. Actually, can't really see us fit that well. Normally it really shows well, but I guess it's because I use a dark red paint, it doesn't show as well. Like this guy, his eyes are mostly fine, but it makes it look like I went really out of the line, so the camera got the red kind of bright. And the same with this guy. But because the red's kind of bright for colour control or whatever, just really makes it look larger than it is. It's weird. I tried messing with the colour and light settings, but it doesn't really work that well. Just made everything feel desaturated and boring. But yeah, there's my little guys. Wow, blue cape. Yeah, blue cape. Yeah, same with this guy. This guy, he's got a blue cape, but it's all dirty and stuff because this guy's actually drawn. I say drawn. This guy's fully painted. So you can see like it's got different shades of blue within his cape, and it's highlights and dark shadowy parts, and but he's got dirt, and the white is actually a whitier white. And everything's ditchy and it feels more alive. I need to get a vibrant blue. I need to get a vibrant blue, like a proper good blue for plasma colours and stuff like that. Because the blues I have now are just too unsaturated. The dog behind the slaughter. But don't call me a nerd, Elite Trainer. Oh, so hello, Elite Trainer. How you doing? How you doing? So I don't know what I'm gonna do next, and I forgot to do this part to this axe, this little thing here. If that's meant to be red, maybe we should make it red. I also washed my brush with conditioner last night, so hopefully that will help a little. But as you can see, my brush is starting to become a bit split. I've run less energy today, mostly. Like, I've got less energy today. I woke up at like 12, like middle of the day. That's because I didn't fall asleep until really late. I was feeling terrible last night. I was looking forward to having chicken today, like chicken tempura, because they can have some of the tempura chicken from the shop. And my parents didn't tell me that they couldn't pick any up, so I was looking forward to it. Looked into the fridge, found out we didn't have any in. Like, oh, that's sad. That's sad. But I managed to find some sausages and I had them instead, but it's not agreeing with my system quite as well. Partly because I have to like mentally prepare myself for food, because my body is terrible at handling food. Okay, there we go. We'll just do a little bits of the axe. Yeah, I'm going to make this entire axe just goldy colour. I've decided. Brush having split ends even with conditioner, brush skill issue. Yeah, whatever. Did I change the water for this? Oh, darn it, I forgot to change the water. Give me a moment. I'll be back. I'll be back. BRB. I'm back. Hello. Hello, Foxbot. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. There you go. Since Talan's been gone, I've been nothing but flatter behind the... What's this? What are you on about, iOS? Be nice. You're low energy as well. Cold and rain is making you ache all over. Oh, it's not fun. Welcome back, Buster's Fast. Yeah, I was just changing my water on this bowly thing. So I've got clean water for my brush. Okay, so what am I actually doing right now? What do we want to do? So I think I've done all of the base colours, right? So now we can go over with, you know, highlights and stuff, and of the actual colour we want. So this will go for like a golden metal colour, for like here, for the axe. The change will also want golden. Oh no, I need to do for browns actually. I don't have a Mornfang brown. Not so good today, the heat is getting to me. Oh yeah, so you got some people get it for heats getting to them, some people for codes getting to them. You know, we got a world-class channel here. People from all over the world. Mornfang brown. Yeah, actually, I want to start with darker colours. I think dark colours are good for basing. Okay, I actually think Morfang Brown is my darkest brown. Bugman's Glow is meant to be a skin colour, but it's actually really good for leathers. Ooh, Doombull Brown. Which one do you think? Ooh, Doombull might be. Doombull, I think, will be better. If you're wondering about the names, it's because they're each named after a character. Is that the correct word? No, like a unit or a character or something from the game. So Doombull, Mornfang is a creature that ogres ride, and Doombull is a type of minotaur, like a really big one of a beastman. Jump, jump, jump. Oh, you missed the start. Yeah, it's got a bit of a delay on the jumps. Jumping is quite tricky. One of the best ways to do it might actually be to bomb, because someone bombed and accidentally got it when they weren't even here. Because he got bombed by somebody else and went flying up into the sky. Wait, do you all want a chance to win a bunch of coins? Do you all want a chance to win a bunch of sprinkles? Battle Royale, 2,500. Did I spell Battle Royale correct? Yeah. You, no typo there. No typo there. Okay, so I've got to do browns. Browns here too. Oh, I also want to get some more golds. Because I've realised they each hold like some sort of ammo thing on the backs here. Hard to tell. But you see that, in fact, it looks really weird with how it's moulded onto the model. But I say a lot of them, at least him and does this guy know? This guy has his ammo pack. And this guy has... No, he's fine. Ooh, wait, I mean, almost everybody died. Oh my gosh, I'm alive. Bunry's alive. No, you could have got a health pack. Oh, now we're both going for health pack. Oh, but I'm going to come back. I'm going to get a second health pack. Oh, it could be anyone's game. It could be anyone's game. Come on, crit Bunry. Crit Bunry. Oh, Bunry's just got more health than I do. Oh, we got one another again. Bunry's winning. Oh, but I've got another health kit. The cheats of being the VTuber are paying off. And more health. Oh, no, I missed. Ah, I got it. Yeah. Oh, Bunry, you don't stand a chance. Oh my gosh, that felt so rigged. I didn't give myself health kits. You could see my hands. My hands were here the entire time. I didn't rig it. Yay! 2,500 sprinkles! Yeah. But there's an actual... But if you look at this gun, but we've got this thing here. It's very hard to see because it's got the light stuff on it. But we've got to paint that a bronzy colour. And that means if we're doing that on this guy who has two of those ammo packs, or whatever they are, we're going to have to paint them bronzy coloured too. I do have a funny thing about bronze. Where's my bronze colours? Okay, here's my copper colour. It's called full white copper, but it's really good for making gold, despite being named copper. And where's Balthasar Gold? Balthasar Gold. Those are the silvery colours. All of you go over there. Wastaka. Did I bring out Balthasar Gold? I didn't put it over here, did I? Wait, is this it? Oh no, this is Liberator Gold. This is definitely a goldy colour. Oh, but it's only really good for highlights. I don't like using it for the main tone. This is a much better for main tone of gold. Definitely gonna want... What are we gonna have? Ah, where is it? I swear I had Balthasar Gold out. Maybe it's in... Aquax the shade. Okay, maybe it is in my my paint pack. Still, before you even started, the house always wins. No, Elite Trainer always wins. Look how much money he's got. Oh, here's Balthasar Gold. This is our bronze colour. Look how well... This is such a good bronze colour. But it's called Balthasar Gold. Gold. You know, actually it does make sense of Balthasar's character, because while he's famed for gold and stuff, because he's a master of metal, he actually doesn't make gold out of thin air, as he'd have you believe. Instead, he when he makes gold or turns things into gold, after a while it would turn into lead, or you just look at it and find out you actually just got a bunch of bronze that's really shiny. Because when bronze is really shinied up, it looks really nice and like gold. But never wear bronze on your skin, because bronze is not good for your skin. It's really not something you want in skin contact with you, so don't have bronze jewellery, it's bad. It'll make you ill. But anyway, we want to get... Well, actually, no. First, we'll do this. Not him. Him. Because when we're doing the gold and bronze colours, we want first a base of this very light yellow. How to make gold. Probably not. Probably not. You need to be magical, and you need to have like the gold. You need to give the jeweler for gold within an hour. If you fail to give it to them within the hour, you might be a bit... It might just turn to lead before you even arrive. There we go. Oops. Just give me a moment. I forgot my... There we go. My paint pad. There we go. Oh, darn it. Got the paint of the wrong part. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter at this stage if I'm accidentally going over the edges with the paint. It really doesn't matter at all. Because I'm going to be painting over every single part of it multiple times. Oh, for what I am thinking about doing, right, is getting hold of multiple spray cans for primers. So next time I do primering, I can just like get all of the battle damage and grey and highlights on these things just using a spray can instead of so all of the main black colour will just be done without even trying. I'm also thinking next time I undercoat or primer for Tyranids, I'm definitely going to get this colour yellow or some sort of yellow colour, because I'm really not a big fan of how the yellow turned out, and I think a large part of that is that they were primed in black, and a lot of that black is constantly just trying to shine through. And painting of this yellow is just not very effective. Get a very... Unless you got very thick layers of it. It's like here it's fine, because really it's just the undercoat layer for some black. As I call it, for base coat. Not black, some goldy colours. Also doesn't matter too much, because we're painting bright colours here, so there should be some sheen and shine and reflection on the armour. So having a little bit of yellow still retained on the armour will actually just help it feel more metallic and golden. As long as we just try to remove it a little. There we go. Coraline. I've never watched Coraline. I've seen bits and pieces of clips of it before, but that's about it. Okay, so I want this to be brown here. You know something about this hand that I realised while painting it? Is this. That's his thumb, that's his fingers, that's the back of his hand. Yeah, and he's not holding it like this. He's holding it so, like that, but with his right hand. Yeah, I didn't realise this was a right hand when I attached it to him, obviously. No, a left hand, sorry. I attached it to a right arm. So, yeah, he's holding the sword in the wrong hand. I mean, it shouldn't be too obvious. I've got to try avoiding it being too obvious. Good movie, book for book. Wait, Coraline's based on a book? Oh my gosh, I never even knew. There we go. How come you want to watch Coraline? You know who reminds me of them a lot? I don't know who reminds you of that. Don't say me. Don't say me. Oh, so where's my drink? Cupcake Conjuror VTuber, aka Cupcake. I'm gonna bash you over the head with this glass of cola. Bash, 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 bash. Apparently I'm clicked into chat, so each time I pressed a button on my keyboard to do that, it was typing in chat. Oh my gosh. But let's get painting done. Let's get our painting done. Oh. Yeah, we want to get some leather colours done here, so... Right, I'm not going to go all the way up on the hill, because otherwise I'm going to make it very obvious that the hand's on backwards. I've got to use some painting techniques to try to trick the eye into not realising the hand's on backwards. I mean, he could just be a very special space marine who's got a backwards hand. Maybe he went to the medic from Team Fortress. And for two people that lost their hands at the same time, they attached the wrong hands to the wrong people. One lost the left hand, one lost the right hand. I mean, you never know, could have worked. So yeah. Going for... Can you believe it's still using leather in the 41st millennium? Who needs leather, eh? And they started to look a lot nicer now, though, aren't they? Now they've got a lot of different colours on them. It's not very neat yet, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, but we are getting back. The backwards hand got a speedy hand attachment. Yeah. Yeah. Also, it's reminding of other moves that are good or a bad thing, or just like a neutral thing. Like, I need to know. I need to know. Oh my gosh, my throat's hurting me today. If you lose a hand, we'll add a robot part which does not follow normal rules. Yeah! You know, I mean, maybe in combat, melee combat, backwards hand is good. It's useful. I don't know how useful it is for shooting a gun, mind you. I mean, if being left-handed was technically an advantage in ancient combat for using swords, and who knows, maybe it's an advantage for using guns in the 41st millennium. I mean, maybe that's why he's got his sword like that and his gun just in his right hand. Who knows? Maybe ask for it. Maybe he's able to swap what way his hand is each time. So he can do the ultimate spin attack with his sword. Or even is that attached to? I'm guessing a tiny little book. In a leather binding case. Caroline! Oh my gosh, it feels oddly quiet. Because I can't hear my own background music, you know. You guys can. I can't. There we go. It's coming together. Little by little. Little by little. Little by little. Little by Audi. Aldi, not Audi, not the car company. Okay, you go there now. I will get you done next. Oh my gosh, we got so many things to paint. Nope, you just like reading for books like Goosebumps. Goosebumps! I read some of the Goosebump books when I was a kid. Yeah. Bow, 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 bow. I don't remember them at all. I don't remember the Goosebump books. I remember my sister trying to scare him from getting me with them. Did a bunch of them, and I found some of them funny. I mean, a lot of the time, if horror's not scaring you, it's making you laugh. A lot of the time, or it's making you bored. There's two things with horror. It's either making you laugh, making you bored, or scaring you. Francis! Hello, Francis. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're currently painting tiny little men. We started painting them yesterday. I did some off-stream painting. And now we're just painting some leather parcels on them, you know? Yeah. You're hungry? I hope you got some good food. Maybe nibble on a pancreas or two. I'm more an Artemis Fowl and Percy Jackson fan. Oh, I've heard of Artemis Fowl and I've seen Percy Jackson stuff before. Don't really know what Artemis Fowl is, mind you. Accidentally closing live chat. Get onto live chat. There we go. So I was accidentally pushing my mouse with my elbow and I almost closed my OBS. Twitter got banned in Brazil. It did. It's crazy. It was crazy. I hope you're okay, Banwy. No, not Banwy. Francis. Hope you're okay. And it's not upset you too much. There's still other websites, like you got that Blue Sky one, which some people like. And actually, stay off Reddit. Reddit's not great. I post on Reddit most days. But oh my gosh, when I was on Reddit quite a bit, oh my gosh, it kept depressing me. Because I kept wanting it, like, you know, to be connected to fandoms and stuff, but everyone is just such a jerk on that site, it felt like. Oh my gosh. And no one ever wanted to do basic research. So often people who were just very mean-hearted in the responses to people often got a bunch of cutthroats and stuff. And oh, it's terrible. It was terrible. Oh. They like to make fun of Twitter, but honestly, they're just as bad. They are honestly just as bad, if not worse. The main difference is at least when someone makes up is going all crazy on Reddit, it usually doesn't make the news. Where Twitter, sometimes it does. Do you do DeviantArt? DeviantArt? Oh, I was on DeviantArt once. But no, I'm not on DeviantArt. I found DeviantArt really hard to follow and stuff. Sorry, my chair's making a lot of noise. I moved around and it's squeakly, squeakly. My chair's all squeakly, squeakly. Social media in general, oh my god. A furry hellscape. Furry hellscape, is it? Last I heard about DeviantArt was all of the AI art that was everywhere and the DeviantArt people, owners refusing to do anything about it. Which obviously upsets all the artists that use the platform. There's Blue Sky Social, there's Mastodon. Those are the two places I'd suggest that we're probably gonna go to. I don't know that a lot of Twitter users were showing for other social accounts like Blue Sky and Mastodon ones. Hope Brazil doesn't become a dictatorship again. Hopefully not, although if I'm honest, it might have not. I don't feel it was exactly not a dictatorship at any point recently. Although I am speaking from a very outsider perspective. That being said, I should not be talking about politics. Although, to be honest, when you live in Europe, a lot of countries that claim not to be dictatorships feel a lot like dictatorships. Like America, oh my gosh. The amount of power that the President of America has over the people. It's crazy. They talk about systems of checks and balances, but there's not enough of them. There's not enough checks and balances in that government, in that system. And how come there's only two parties? The other parties have legitimately no power or chance. It's insane. From an outsider point of view, America often feels a bit not very like the land of the free. Oh my gosh. Again, why am I talking about politics at the moment? I shouldn't do this. It's going to upset a lot of people. Although people argue about stuff all the time. You made a Blue Sky account. I hope you'll be fine. The toxicity is now spreading us to expand on Brazil. Oh no, the toxic seas in real life now. Yes, I can only make the L. I've not made a Blue Sky account. I keep thinking I should make a different type of account. Because I'm not a big fan of Twitter, but unfortunately, like all of the VTubers predominantly are on Twitter. And since I want to interact with the VTuber community as a whole, Now, I don't have a blue sky cat. I might make one. I might make one. There's a lot of stuff I need to do. Just bother me on Twitter, on Discord. If it's about making an account and whatever, if I keep forgetting to do something. I forgot a lot. Where's Talan, by the way? He needs to be here to stop me from just speaking nonsense all the time. Is Conjuror quieter than usual? I shouldn't be. Maybe my microphone's not in the correct place. Let me check my gain as well. There we go. Okay, Francis, is still YouTube and for to go for rabbit hole of laws. There's also what's it called? We still got. If you want to keep up with me, the best place usually is Discord. Like, I do go on Twitter, but it's not like my main place to stay or anything. I don't really like being on Twitter because it just makes me sad. It just keeps trying to promote things that make me really sad. It's like, stop promoting this horrible stuff. I just want to be happy. I don't need to know about these horrible things happening in the world. I just need to live my life. Eat the spaghetti monster. This couldn't... Who's Christian? I have no idea. I've mostly just been watching The Simpsons recently. Because I found a YouTube channel that talked about Simpsons. I was like, you know what? It's been a long time since I've given Simpsons a chance. I want happiness in my life. I want to just see more stupid, silly things. Things that are fun, things that are silly, but you don't necessarily need to think about too hard. That's what we need more of. And you know what? That's exactly what Simpsons likes to be. So I've been watching. And they've got a nice amount of wholesome moments. Some episodes get a bit too dark for me or whatever, so I just skip those ones. And it's nice. It's nice. I just want more silly nonsense. Just get the leather painted here. Don't go for gold too much. There we go. No Talan to stop you either. Stream Elements is here though. Yay! Stream Elements! Fish-chan. Also random YouTube recommendations. Yeah, random YouTube recommendations. Or do you know just plays one video into the next one? Autoplay feature. The Sonic guy. He's a Sonic guy. I was thinking of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter! I know nothing about Monster Hunter. Every so often I see a Monster Hunter meme and it just completely confuses me and makes me question everything I thought I knew about the game. Stream Elements doing... I still need to update Stream Elements. It's like after the streams, I'm just too tired at the moment because I'm still ill, unfortunately. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just struggling a lot. Also, I'm just doing like lots of prep between streams. Like a lot of off-stream things. Like I was painting these guys yesterday, so we didn't have as much to paint today and we could get on to a more fun part. Because basing is not that fun to stream, I feel like. You have to cook your lunch. Good luck, Francis. I hope you have a really tasty food. I hope you have a better lunch than I did, because my lunch was kind of meh. I mean, if you don't feel like sausage can sometimes just be way too much. Making me feel all gassy, all of this sausage and stuff. Don't explain Christian here, please. Oh. Is it that bad that you shouldn't explain it? Oh my gosh. I feel like do I sound off today? Because my throat is feeling a bit weird. I sound a bit blocked up today. So about hay fever. It shouldn't be that for hay fever, pollen counts and stuff shouldn't be that bad today. So do 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 do. I got reached that episode. What's it called? A Stonecutter episode of The Simpsons. Like, who keeps the metric system down? Who keeps the Martians under wraps? We do. We do. Oh, I feel like that episode must not be canonical because there's just so many things about the Stonecutters episode of The Simpsons that just does not work with the rest of The Simpsons continuity. Character interactions, where the power plant is in relation to the Homer's house, and all of that stuff. The entire episode is just bananas. You're still cute for me, Captain. Yay! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. This is why we need to learn. This is why we need to learn. Where is to learn? Did he explode? Did he die? Did he survive in a fire? He normally tells me if it's going to be late. Maybe he didn't even realise I was streaming today because this is my only stream that I scheduled a day in advance this week. Hey there, Raman, how you doing? How you doing? And based on the likes and stuff, no one actually realised until not long before the stream started that I had the stream already scheduled. I should have told people yesterday. And I've also not delayed this stream. This stream is actually occurring at 4. The rest of the streams occurred later than normal. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We're currently painting the leather pouches and stuff on our characters. I assume it's leather. It might not be leather. It might be faux leather. Might be plastic. Might be something else. Yeah. I love the Sternguard though. Sternguard are such fun models. I've got 30 of them in the primary detachment of my army list. Okay, this one's going to be hard because he's got a little ammo pack here that it's that thing there, right? But it's on his belt. And he's obviously got some leather straps around it to hold it down. We're going to want to paint the leather. Without ruining the blue we've already done. You having a good morning? Yeah, did you post on Discord? I'm sure Talan will see. Yeah, it automatically posts on Discord when we're streaming. Don't check the automatic post. I got a notification on Discord, but that should just be that. Yeah, there it is. Cupcake Creations, Cupcake Live. By the way, what do you think of a moment of me just having the camera focus in one place at a time? So that I'm not having to try bringing it all the way up so you can see instead of just it's further away so you can't necessarily see as many details, but it does mean that there's a certain area where I know the camera will focus. As far as I'm aware, this part down here is not too out of focus either. I could lower the focus or increase it so it's higher up or lower down. You finally bought some surface parts, some miniature, and it's Philippines banded. One's called Halo Paint. Ooh. If they're any good, I hope they're good. Or hope they're good fire. I need to find some decent paints that are reasonably priced here. Because Army Painter is actually pretty expensive as well as Citadel paint. There we go. Yeah. Okay, there's a leather painted. Or at least a base coating of a leather. Because yeah, this is what we're eventually going to be trying to go for over here. It looks like it's wearing like flesh or something and not just a tattered robe. I mean, I made that from green stuff. Just a bit of spare green stuff we had. They are good, but they say it's prone to chipping. Oh, maybe I want to put a protective, oh, what's it called? When I did watercolours and, what's it called? Pastel colours. I had a spray that I used to protect the painting so that it didn't, so that if it got wet or if it got like bumped or anything, it wouldn't damage the colour. Maybe you want to get one of them. Oh, I can't remember. It's like called a protector layer or something. But it doesn't make it shiny or anything. It just protects the painting from chipping and stuff. Acrylic lacquer. Resin varnish. Oh. I don't think it was. I don't think varnish is what you want. Hello, John. How you doing? Because varnish will make it really, really shiny. Oh, if you have a primer, it should help it not chip as much. And if you're painting in thin layers, it shouldn't chip. You're doing good. Yay! We are... Well, we're just painting leather. I don't know what we're going to paint next. I'm trying to think. Maybe we'll paint for white next. I think what we would like to do is... Not a Shabbaty bone. Actually, maybe. Maybe for fabrics, we'll go for a Shabbaty bone. For this fabric. But for the Purity Seal fabric and the shoulders, we'll go for... Ooh, not pallid. Actually, pallid rich flesh might be a better colour than going for... Wait, actually no, wraith bone looks good. I've been trying to think about how to paint for shoulder pads, because if you look on like this white shirt, actually this one's not too bad because I definitely went for a dirtier type of colour for it. But this one doesn't feel so good. The white doesn't feel solid or strong. And I think that's partly because I tried going for a much brighter white. But if you look over here, it's just like got two layers on it. Two very thin base layers of grey. One dark grey, one lighter grey. And it already looks a lot nicer. So I'm thinking about just not going for a strong white and instead just going for a light grey colour. Yeah, I'm doubling the coats is very prone to chip and make sure it's fully dried. Yeah. The thing about making thick coats of paint, though, is that the thicker the coat, the more prone to breaking it actually will be. In general. In general, you just want lots of thin layers. And if it is prone to chipping or whatever, it's better to put a matte protective thing on it. So, I don't know. You're best looking up about miniature care and stuff, or, you know, when using cheaper paints or paints that are prone to chipping and stuff. So, we could do the blue next, but I'm not sure what to do for blue. No, we'll go over with Wraithbone. We'll go over with Wraithbone and everything. On these things over here, I think I'd want to do some Ushabti bone on it. And same on this thing, the cloak, the inside layer. So it'll be more like the inside layer of this cloak here. Do 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 do. Oh, we could do a Hocus Pocus watch along on like the members channel of a member stream I done Discord. Not a big fan of Hocus Pocus personally, mind you. That's because I watched it too much when I was younger because my mother loved the show. Loved the film, sorry. Oh, for The Witches. Have you seen The Witches? That film scarred me as a child. Oh my gosh. Talan would probably like that film. It's about a kid being turned into a hamster or something, or that. A little mouse. By a witch. Now, I think this needs a better shaking. Let me shake this better. Citadel is so expensive here. An army paints is decent, but shipping is another issue. Yeah. Citadel isn't that... I mean, Citadel's not bad, but it isn't amazing. That's the thing about it. It's very overrated for how expensive it is. So I can't, you know, blame you for not wanting to use Citadel. Especially just with how expensive it will be for you. We do. The Citadel's not terrible. Still pretty good, especially with the variety of colours you get. The main thing I like about Citadel is the metallic colours, which a lot of painters don't like using. A lot of miniature painters, especially the top ones. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, my internet died for a few seconds. I like it because of songs and cats, of course. Yeah, Hocus Pocus. Yeah, Citadel colours are... Yep, yeah, oh yeah, when you're just doing stuff, metallic colours are fun. Metallic colours and inks. All of the weird things they do. Makes painting a lot easier. Okay, there we go. Its Yoda's already looking a lot nicer. Looks very bright on the camera though. For me, it's not that bright. It's kind of a murky colour. I'm trying to find Citadel similar, more cheaper products, but it's a chore to find them. It will be. If we can find... I've heard watercolory stuff can be good. But I don't know. Airfix is a paint you could possibly use, because I know that Airfix used to be for big miniature brand over here, but that is for like actual army stuff. And more fragile miniatures that you weren't meant to play with. To be fair, most paints should actually be fine for you though. Just Google how to use them properly. Otherwise, look it up. How to get the most out of them. I got it all over his leg, darn it. Ba, 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 da, ba. We do. Yeah, Google's always got my back in a making bare minimum at its fullest. Yeah. When it comes to Warhammer, I'm very lucky being British. Just because it just gives you full access to so much of the models and stuff at much better prices than what most of the rest of the world will get it at. Like, I've seen people complain about Games Workshop prices. It's like, oh my gosh, that's way more expensive than anything I have to pay for it. It's because the models are made in Britain. Made and packaged in Britain. That means that shipping and taxes are way more expensive than if they're made from abroad. I've been trying to get from abroad, even more expensive. You hate Forge World. Well, Forge World doesn't really exist anymore. But yeah, resin models were always expensive. And too ahead for my time, and it's rare to seek for me to share Warhammer. But now I got you all. Yay! Ugh. Forge World is interesting because the reason they make stuff out of resin is when it's models they generally suspect won't sell super well. As a result, they only make them on like this limited supply using Forge World resin. Because to make plastic models, the molds are more expensive for plastic models, right? So, but when they make them plastic, they expect that they're going to get a lot of sales from them. So they can afford to sell, because each printing of a model is a lot cheaper, but to make the original casting for the model is a lot more expensive than like trying to make it with resin or metal or something like that. So what this means is that plastic for the long run is a lot cheaper than going with anything else. But it's a lot more expensive to make it in the first place. So if they don't expect that the model will sell well, they instead make it using resin and then sell it for a higher price, because while the printing of resin is more expensive than the printing of plastic, making the original resin mold is a lot cheaper than making a plastic mold and making it mass produced. It's weird, but that means that you got a higher price than for resin models so that they can actually make the money back on them. It's weird. I remember when I was younger and I was, what's it called? I was learning about all of that stuff because I actually wanted to be like a sculptor and stuff for Games Workshop. And when they were talking about finances and stuff, and it's like, we were making some massive losses at one point, and this is because of the plastics not selling well. They'd like really misjudged a bunch of consumer market stuff, especially like with The Hobbit coming out and so on and so forth, and fantasy. For just like model lines that were just way too expensive because they never were selling enough, and it was taking them literally a year or more to pay off the cost of having the models originally made, and then the cost was having to be absorbed into other miniatures. And there was actually fear back then that Games Workshop would collapse. And it especially went with a bunch of other things that they like went into. Like they got the Space Marine movie was made. The Space Marine movie, which I've still not watched, and it was absolutely terrible, so I've heard. Make cheap, sell high, but they're selling them too high though. Yeah. You say that, but they're just selling them too high for lots of people, but not to... The reason Games Workshop's gone as expensive as it is, well, there's a lot of reasons, in fact, to be quite frank. Like, was recently a conflict in Eastern Europe that made oil prices go up in price, which made plastic prices go up in price. And then you had a weird disease that occurred a few years ago, which made plastic prices go up in price again. And before that, you had the rise in taxes on plastics and the rise in taxes on oils. And as a result, despite how the prices have definitely gone way up beyond inflation, they actually are in line with roughly these increases. But a lot of it just comes down to, if people are buying, they're going to keep it at that price. And unfortunately, people are buying at those prices. In fact, you've got some models that people complain about because of how expensive they are, but they're selling out almost immediately for the moment they go online. If they go on pre-order. So it's interesting. Which, I mean, isn't to forgive a major company, because Games Workshop makes a lot of weird decisions with their IP and stuff. It makes a lot of weird decisions. Like Warhammer Plus, I still don't get Warhammer Plus. Don't watch the official Space Marine movie, it's so bad. Yeah, I've heard this. I've heard this. Oh, darn it, my internet died again. There we go. I'm back. I should be back now. I'm saving up for paintball stuff so I can't get more stuff. I want Solar Auxilia and Mechanicum. I love Solar Auxilia and Mechanicum stuff. I'm not going to get them just because I don't have room for them. And I've got so many other stuff to make. But I do really love the designs for models. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Maybe if we become a Warhammer channel. But, yeah. Hobby over money, and GW is stepping in the thin line in prices. Yeah. Yeah. There's definitely certain areas where when I look at Games Workshop, I'm like, honestly, it's pretty cheap. I find there's other places where I'm looking at Games Workshop and it's like, honestly, that's pretty expensive. Like, individual character models are so expensive. It's insane. And half of these models, you don't really get many spare parts, if any, with them. And a lot of them are hard to convert. Well, then you got other kits, which are actually, it's like, you get so much in it for less than a character. It's like the Heroes of a Chapter is like such a good kit if you want to do kit bashing and you want to like... If you want to do kit bashing, buy for Space Marines, the Heroes of a Chapter box is really, really good. It's just got so many parts, so many different styles of characters, shoulder pads, heads, weapons, and so on. You could make a really good lieutenant or captain from the models. Well, then you got the Marshal of the Black Templars, which is kind of a terrible model in terms of pricing and what you actually get from it. So it's... I don't know. But again, I live in Britain. Warhammer's a lot cheaper for me than a lot of other places. And I go online sometimes and people talk about, I don't buy from Games Workshop, instead I buy from this one website. And it's like, it's effectively 3D printed models and they're just so expensive. Like, the only reason you'd ever buy them, for like me, is because you can get cool characters cheaper than if you were buying them from Games Workshop. But when it comes to like buying a squad of characters, generally it's just cheaper to buy Games Workshop than buy any competitors. Or at least for the same quality of what you're getting from them. I was planning to play paintball when I used to be able to walk, but now D&D and Warhammer. I never got into paint. I did some water guns when I was a very little kid. And that was about it. I was never allowed paintball or B&B. I didn't want to do that sort of thing though. At one point I did watch something on TV and it made me want to do what's it called? Like ball bearings guns or whatever. I was like, oh my gosh, that looks so cool. And then but then I realised, oh my gosh, the TV just made it look a lot cooler than it actually is. Air guns, that's it. But TV is sometimes very effective at advertising. There we go. Look at this Space Marine though. Look at him. Look at he's got all that yellow on him. All that yellow though. It's gotta become gold, dude. It's gotta become gold. Look at he started with yellow at one point and now it's all golden. Now it's all golden. Goldy, goldy, gold. We still need to name more of these characters. You've got Ospin over here. You've got those two aren't named. Are you named? No. Are you named? This one's named Benito. And this one named I don't know. Wait, who was I gonna paint? It was you, wasn't it? Yeah. Who can? So, did you know cheeseburgers are the best thing ever? I like Warhammer. I've always been a bit of a Warhammer apologist, mind you. That's because I get too upset when I get too negative, you know. I just want to be positive about stuff sometimes. We do. Also, Warhammer is generally a lot easier to get into from when I was younger. Like when I was a baba and I was collecting Warhammer, everything was just so hard to get into Warhammer. You had very few female characters and models at the beginning. They brought out more, but then they were super expensive, and then you could only really get them through Dark Elves, and half of them were just overly sexual. And for a little girl who just wants to play with army figures, and she wanted a few female models, it was a bit, you know, hard. It was a bit sad. But also just so many of the models are super expensive. So many of the models. And if you wanted to play and it wasn't in Britain or Europe, then yeah, you could. It was even harder to get hold of models back then. In Games Workshop, in some instances, have actually gone into a right direction of making the game a lot easier to get into. The starter sets are way better than they ever used to be. Like the release of Skaven Tide and the Firefin are just way better than any sort of starter set that I had when I was growing up. Like, they're absolutely amazing, way more affordable. Getting the models on eBay is just so much easier and cheaper than it ever used to be. I still remember the unpaid intern girl minis. Unpaid intern girls? Oh, I think I know which ones you mean, yeah. Because, oh, what? You had it with a Dark Elven Lord and his, he had a, not Dark Elven, Dark Eldar Lord. The character was like Boss of Conarath, whatever it's called. Conarath. And his raider had a bunch of half-naked women on it. Yeah, I did not like him. I liked Lilith, though. Or Lily, whatever her name is. You know, the gladiator woman? Yeah. I loved that character. We do. Oh, so hello, Tor. We're painting, and we're discussing Warhammer prices. Also, I really like the new combat patrol that they've released. If only it was just more than Britain and the USA. Although it does seem like it's an experiment at the moment, because we're working with a different company to get combat patrol made, so it's very likely that if it's successful, they'll end up expanding it to other countries, which I hope they do. They need to make a deal with the government, though, to try getting Warhammer to be more global. Like, a lot of British international companies make big deals with the government so that they can lower the prices abroad. There we go. Okay, we're just doing a bit of Wraithbone at the moment, making the colours a little bit lighter and adding some more texture to them. Leyleaf Hesback, yeah! She's one of the greatest characters, it's amazing. I liked it just reading how she, like, in the old codex was a thing of, like, she, from a Marine's point of view of, you know, Leyleaf, and he basically got cut in half as, like, as if he was just some kind of child. When he fought this start, but he was, like, looking down on us so much, like, oh my gosh. I can't believe I was captured and now I have to fight this tiny woman. And the woman just cut him in half like nothing. It's like, ha! I like her. I also really like that I like the fact that they'd make less metal models now. They make way more plastic and that they redid everything in plastic. The models are a lot cheaper than they used to be. They're a lot more accessible, they're a lot easier to make, and they break far less often. Games Workshop makes a lot of really good decisions, I think, at times, but they also just make a lot of bad decisions. Ultimately, they just roll a lot of dice and they land all over the place. That's what I feel like. Did some back reading in chat. I just want to mention Bella Joe paints are very good and fairly priced, especially for airline. Oh. £5. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait. Isn't white metal, it's not tin, it's, what's it called? Pewter lead models. I remember buying Tyranid, Zoanthrope and Lictor, and absolutely hating them. They fell apart all of the time. And for Zoanthrope, it's a metal model and all of the weight is in the head at the top. And the base was not wide enough for that, so it just constantly fell over. Pieces broke off it. And the Lictor model was just so long and thin with spiky parts that it just kept catching on everything and snapping and breaking off all the time. Falager is more cheaper than Citadel, but still expensive in the Philippines. Oh. But yeah. There we go. I guess that'll look nicer. Once we get other colours and paints on the face and so on, it will look nice, especially once we start getting gold and bronze colours there. If you're looking for old vintage Citadel colours, they are still made by Cote d'Arms. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, I remember reading once that Citadel was French. I don't think these ones are actually made in France though. Yeah, these are manufactured Wilham Road, Nottingham. Oh my gosh, they're actually made in Nottingham, these paints. iOS don't refuse taught age in chat. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, do you want to know what's really old? I once had a Games Workshop model. This wasn't something I had, it's older than me, right? And it was made by Games Workshop, and it was before Warhammer Fantasy. I'm gonna Google it. Games Workshop. It had an ogre in it, it had goblins in it, and it had some like cannons and stuff in it. Very old plastic models that are different colours. Games Workshop old miniature game. Monsters was it called Hero Quest? No, it wasn't called Hero Quest. Warhammer Quest. It might have been. I think it was before Warhammer Quest. I've got to Google this. Warhammer Quest. I need to know now. $1995. I think it was called Warhammer Quest. I'm Googling it. Images. No, it wasn't called Warhammer Quest. It wasn't that one. Because it had an ogre in it and stuff like that. Oh no, some of those minis do look... No, it didn't have a rat in it. Oh, I need to know what it was. Advanced Hero Quest was a fun game. Hero Quest. Maybe it was Hero Quest. Was that by Games Workshop?
Wow! Brendan Charles joined the mix.
Thank you for subscribing, Brendan Charles. Much appreciated. I'm having to look this up now. Yeah, it was by Games Workshop. Hero Quest. But it had a small army in it. I'm Googling. I'm looking it up. No, it wasn't Hero Quest. Yeah, definitely not. Okay, I'm gonna have to look up what some of Games Workshop's oldest bar games were. Because it's way, way older than me. It was just like like the back of the house, like under loads of stuff. But you gotta go now. Goodbye, Branwy. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Sleep well. No, this isn't for me. This was like way years ago. Like, it was back when I was a kid, and I found in a box under all the other board games this thing that like my parents had. It might have belonged to my older brother, might have belonged to my parents. I don't know. I just found out it was made by Games Workshop, and I was like super happy. Okay, Games Workshop. We need to find some of the stuff that they made. Miniature war games. What did they make? What did they make? I can't find it. Out of print, Warhammer Advanced Hero Quest, Manowar. Oh, it might have been Manowar. When is that? 1993. Ogres, Lizard Men, Wood Elves. Manowar. Sorry, I'm going off. Oh, were you doxing our ages? Let's go. Now, I'm not doxing my age. I'm like, what's it called? I came into being a while back. Okay, no, Manowar was a ship game, never mind. Mighty Warriors. Was it this one? Penskaven Warriors. No, it wasn't Mighty Warriors. It wasn't Advanced Hero Quest, was it that one? Could have been. Advanced Hero Quest. Let's look. Could have been it might have been Battle Masters. Battle Masters. Let's look it up. Oh, that looks familiar actually. It was Battle Masters, you're correct. Oh. Was it Battle Masters? Let me check. Oh yeah. Yeah! Oh my gosh. This was what I found in my parents'. We don't have a basement, it was under the stairs. It was where Harry Potter would have lived. This is what I found. Oh, you can buy it still for like 75 quid. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys Windows capture. Battle Masters. Here we go, this is it. This is it. Control Z. This is the thing. Oh! Yeah, I'd put Tony people in it, and it's a nightly stuff. Okay, let me find. And it had this weird ogre. Why are the pictures so tiny? Stop being so tiny, Mr. Pictures. Hello, Tolan. Hello. We're looking at Battle Masters. I know I should be doing a hand cam, but screw the hand cam. I'm looking at this thing I found in my parents' house under the stairs when I was a little kid. And then I was like, oh my gosh, this is also made by Games Workshop. It's free Warhammer. I found it in my house. Maybe I'll buy it. But it's pretty cheap on eBay. Maybe we'll buy it and we'll... Because I think we got rid of it in the end. Oh look, see, it's all different coloured plastic models. You weren't meant to paint them and stuff. Oh. Okay, that's not Battle Masters. That's an actual just Warhammer stuff. 90s, the greatest game. I was not playing this in the 90s. Aren't you glad you're an old boot in your chat sometimes? Yeah, I'm glad you're here. Oh, there's the ogre. There's the ogre. Yeah. That's the ogre I remember. So you can definitely see some of the Mongolian inspiration of orcs and goblins. The time period. Oh, there's halberds! Halberds! We love them! Yeah, screw the Handcam. We're looking at old stuff. Those are surely one of the most ogres of our time. Yeah! Bingo. Oh, so Yahoo, Nico. Yahoo, Aethelwolf. Yahoo, Talan. I like how we play this age game and Cupcon is doing her stuff that's peak content, not gonna lie. Oh, I love this. Oh, the mighty I still have that cannon, by the way. But do you know what it's used for? I'm gonna find it for you. I'm gonna find that cannon for you. Where is it? Which box do I keep it? Is it this box? It might be this box. Okay, there's a dragon over here. Ignore it. There we go. Oh no, that's just terrain. Where do I keep my Imperial Guardsmen? I forgot there's Imperial Guardsmen somewhere. I don't know where I put them. That's just terrain. That's other stuff. It might be behind the microphone. Do I keep them behind the microphone? I do keep them behind the microphone. Give me a moment. Microphone's being moved. Models. I can get models out of here. Oh no, I just smashed all my models. Okay, yeah. Sorry, there's a cupboard behind my microphone where I keep everything. I found this channel yesterday and was watching painting. It was relaxing. Thank you. Thank you. We're being less relaxing right now, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Okay, it might be in here. Okay, this isn't it. It's close to what it is though. Oh look, there's a guy without no body. He's got no legs. Oh, no, he only has legs. Okay, no, I turned the cannon into an Imperial Guard thing. Because I'm currently experiencing the six-sided. I'm also been not well today. Okay, give me more chance. I'm gonna have to move the microphone again. I'm sorry. We do. Who keeps the metric system down? Who keeps the electric cars off road? We do. There we go. Okay, now, if they're anywhere, they're gonna be in here. Here it is. The cannon. This is the cannon from the Battle Master set. This cannon. Right here. I used it for a rocket launcher for Imperial Guardsmen. Yeah, a lot of people are really low energy today. Oh, for I just got remembering Battle Masters all of a sudden. I was cleaning leaves in front of a house. Ooh, I hope you didn't get bitten by lots of bugs, because that sometimes happens when we clean leaves. We get loads of bugs that try to bite us. Or sometimes a hedgehog instead. Although it doesn't try to bite us, it just gets really scared and petrified and just stands there until we look the other way and leave it alone. Okay. You can't use a halberd with shield. Well, you can technically, you can have a halberd and a shield at the same time, but the shield will only protect you from ranged attacks until you get into close combat, in which case you have to choose to either use your hand weapon and a shield or just your halberd. But the shield will still protect you from ranged attacks anyway. But I mean, only if you're not currently using your halberd. You missed the old Slambo mini. I have no idea what that is. See, I'm back sat down in front of the chat and I can read chat now. But yeah, this mini, Battle Masters Cannon Courage. Also, they did a surprisingly decent job with this guy. His face is a bit of a mess. His face is a mess. But yeah, this is relatively... This is from the old Sentinel, by the way, this rocket launcher. From the old Sentinel set. So yeah, I made a heavy weapons team. I liked it. And back then you didn't have to have a certain base size on your heavy weapons team, you could just use any base. At least that's what I was told by the Games Workshop staff. Boots. Ooh, just walk barefoot. Ew, who walks barefoot? That's the woman who's currently rarely ever wears socks or shoes. No, actually, I often have my slippers on. Nerd. Stop calling me a nerd! How about boots with knife? Boots with knife! What about knife with boots? What about just a knife? You know? You're reading Goosebump Farm book. Oh. I'm sick like once per 3 years, so if I'm sick, I'm super sick. Yeah, I've heard people who are like that. Although I'm like sick all of the time, and when I am sick, I'm super sick. Okay, yeah, we need to get back to painting. Sorry about that massive tangent into Battle Masters. I was just so happy. Oh, just so happy to see Battle Masters. You walk bare... Oh, I could not walk barefoot on my lawn. I am actually finally glad my parents decided to finally trim a tree that was blocking a path. Because we got like this pebbly area, right? And we got like these little stones to walk along the garden. But there's a tree overgrowing it, but it's one of those trees that are covered in those really thin hairs. And I'm one of those people who react incredibly badly to those types of plants that are just covered in like hair fibers. Like even to brush against it will give me a really nasty rash. And I finally decided to trim it back so I could walk there when I'm walking for cats without having to try dodging around it. Be a vampire, never be sick. I am a vampire apparently, and I'm always sick. You know, being a vampire is basically just having a health condition. You can't go out in the sun, you can't eat garlic, you can't eat onion. You get a little bit of it in your food and bing bam boom, you're dying on the ground again. And then you need to get blood injections, although now sometimes they can just give you B12 injections, and it's like, oh, everything's super low, you're going to need all of these vitamins and vitamins and stuff. It's like, oh... I don't want all those vitamins and vitamins. It's like, well, would you rather have a blood transfusion? It's very, very painful. It's very, very difficult. It's like, okay, I'll just pass over vitamins and vitamins and stuff. It's like, ugh. I think they make you ill. Being a vampire is not what it's cracked up to be if I am a vampire, as people claim. I'm now afraid of thorns. Let me put a picture in Discord of the thorns I stepped on. Oh yeah, you said it went straight through your shoe. And into your foot. Ba, 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 da, ba. I'm pretty sure you even liked that art. Da, 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 da. Maybe it's because you still have a nose. Try moving your nose like that. No, I don't want to remove my nose. My nose is nice. I like it. Actually, no, it's a very big nose. It's like if my mother was going on, it's like, do you want a nose job? You could have a nose job. You know, we'd pay for you to get your nose trimmed down. It's like, my nose is big, but I don't want surgery on it, you know? I've just got a big nose. Actually, it's not that big. Other people keep telling me it's like, your nose isn't that big, dude. Your nose isn't that big. I'm like, oh. Wait a minute. That's a good thing. Not as big as I keep thinking it is. Yay! I don't say dude. I'm the one who calls everybody dude. My friends don't call everybody dude. They're like, no. That's Cupcake's thing. She calls everyone dude. They're just more like, hey, Cupcake, Cupcon, Cupcat. I'm like, no, don't call me Cupcat. Actually, my friends don't call me Cupcat. I don't think they even know of that joke. Because it's definitely a joke. I'm not a Cupcat. My desk setup is coming along nicely, although I found out some switches on my HyperX keyboard are defective, so I'm thinking of getting a Razer Huntsman Mini instead. I'm not a big fan of Razer. I've had a couple of... I had a Razer mouse and I had Razer headphones, and honestly, I'm really not a fan of them. My keyboard is... I really love my keyboard, and mine is a Corsair keyboard. I don't know what type of Corsair it is. What the hell's this on my... Is that a bit of a plant? What is that? Do I have any tweezers around here so I can pick this thing up? I just found my keyboard. What is this? Looks like a bit of a plant. How did I get over here? Maybe it was from a model? Might have been from a model. Get some proper boots. I recommend Power Troop boots of a Legion. Oh, I hate breaking in boots. They always destroy my little toes. I was under the impression you didn't like your nose on your model. And I was about to yell and defend it. No, my nose on my model is amazing. It's my nose in real life. I have to be really careful because otherwise my nose is just going to be like how big is my nose? Okay, my nose is only this big. My nose is only this big. My nose is only this big. Okay, confidence. Reject keyboard, embrace mouse up. How the hell do you use mouse only? Wait, I like Corsair keyboards. I've got a Logitech mouse that I absolutely adore. I think it's Logitech. Is it Logitech? Yeah, it's Logitech G502 Hero. This is the best mouse I've ever had. One of my favourite things of it is to do this. Look at... No, that didn't spin properly. Whee! It just spins and 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 spins. I've only clicked this and it won't spin anymore. Yeah, it's a really good mouse. Has a big old nose. It only looks small because I got big hands. I got big hands. Don't know how big my hands are. This green thing has them. How big are they? It's 21 centimeters. My hand's 21 centimeters in size. From there to here, 21 centimeters. So it's small in my big old hands, my long old hands. But yeah, I got a Corsair keyboard, and my Corsair keyboard's actually really good and relaxed. I need to clean it more though. Oh my god. It's really easy to clean. It's really easy to get new keys for it. It's nice and clackety, but it's not super loud either. Unlike some other keyboards I've had. My headphones are Steinhouse, I think they are. I had Razer headphones, but they were just causing so many issues. The software for them was horrific. I had to eventually get rid of them just because they're just messing up. Like, remember when I was having computer issues, but before my supercomputer issues where everything was crashing? But yeah, lots of them were just being caused by my headphones, and once I replaced them, everything was just fine again. Until for my Windows update that ruined everything. No matter how dirty your keyboard is, it can't be worse than... It's not that bad, although I did just find that weird thing on my keyboard. So, I don't know. It's not that bad, it's just I know I should really clean it. Because I once saw a keyboard that it turned out was like a colony of eggs on it. It's like, that's just really scared me of ever cleaning, of, you know, leaving my keyboard unclean for too long. I thought graphics issue. No, it was an issue a while back. I just kept having... It wasn't actually audio issues I had. I had a few audio issues, but a lot of it was just... Basically, the Razer software was incompatible with a lot of things. It just kept interrupting other programs like OBS and stuff. I'm just released an optional Windows update that boosts frame rate. Oh yeah, AMD. It turns out AMD CPUs is maybe you've only been able to get like a low percentage of actual CPU efficiency from them. And now they're starting to release updates that fix this issue, because it just turned out it wasn't very compatible with Windows software. And I actually have one of those CPUs, so I need to look into those updates. Because I have felt my CPU is not doing as well sometimes as it really should be. And apparently my CPU is one of the ones that is affected by the new updates. Download more RAM, trust me. I've got loads of RAM. I've got 32 gigabytes. That's actually not loads anymore. It's a decent amount of RAM, but not loads. I can't upgrade it to 64 gigabytes. So... But you don't need more than 32 at the moment for anything. Most of the time, it's not RAM being the limited factor anymore for my computer stuff. It's most of the time when I have big issues, it's my graphics card not having enough memory on it. It's because it's a decent graphics card. It's just the fact it's only 8 megabytes, so it can only hold so much on it. And with the way recording works and having OBS, my VTube Studio, Bridger, and games open at the same time, sometimes it's just too much of a graphics card to handle. and it tries kicking over some of it to the RAM, but because OBS is trying to record off the graphics card, if something it's trying to record gets kicked over to the RAM, then that becomes a big issue. Linux can be 10 times better, gives you a message and love your Y for you, and I would still not use it. What? As always, Windows sucks, yet another win for insert broken Linux sticks here. I am actually worried what will happen with Windows if Microsoft goes belly up. Because Microsoft has been doing a lot of weird stuff lately. And it's lost a lot of money with these situations it's gone into. And a lot of trust has been lost in Microsoft recently of a bunch of... Like, gamers have lost a lot of trust in Microsoft because of Windows updates and stuff. That have legitimately helped destroy certain PCs and stuff. Because I wasn't the only one to have those issues. And then you've got the entire issue of various security updates they've done that have broken stuff, and it's like, oh, makes me worried. Like, who's going to replace it? Because Linux isn't. Do you play Baldur's Gate? No, I've not played Baldur's Gate. I'm unlikely to as well. I might play Divinity Original Sin on the channel, which is very similar. But Baldur's Gate's a very big game, and honestly, from what I've looked at, it doesn't seem like my cup of tea. Oh no. Oh no, I do not want to look at general chat. But Judge is not a big game and has no plans of getting it because the internet is too slow to... My internet is a bit quicker than it used to be now. And because I upgraded my SSD, I should have room for it. It's just... I'm not sure I want to get it. Because I don't think it'll be worth it. Because I don't think I'd enjoy it enough to be worth it. Like, I enjoyed Divinity Original Sin 2, but I most... Like, I'll give you an idea of how I played Divinity Sin 2. I had a lot of mods. When I didn't have a lot of mods, I legitimately killed every single character that you could have in your party.
Hands, pray.
Boss mother, hands, pray. Hello, Scalicium, how you doing? Templar OS is an OS made by Skids. What's Templar OS? We need it for my Black Templar. Guys, I heard for Knights Templar, we introduced proper banking to the Europe. So now, and apparently 90% of the people in the Templar was just dedicated to keeping the banking system and stuff running. So now I want to convert a bunch of Black Templar model into bankers. I do know bureaucrats. I just imagining Black Templar being bureaucrats and bankers and trying to reintroduce banking systems to the Imperium. And FEOS is made by Schizo. Oh no. Oh no, let's not trivialize mental health issues too much on the channel. Oh, Talan, you'll be really proud of me. I accidentally went political early in the stream. Black Templars would be using Templar OS if it didn't have the Make a Prayer AI. Make a Prayer AI. That sounds horrific. I love playing Necromancer in Baldur's Gate and swarming everyone with... That sounds cool. That's actually similar to how I played one of my characters in Divinity Original Sin 2, in which I played a Conjurer. And... A Conjurer! Me, a Conjurer! But I just like conjured massive monsters all the time. I didn't... But do you know where you're meant to have a party of 4 people? Yeah, I legitimately start with a bunch of named characters that you can have. It's like, you know what? I don't want you and your stories messing up my game. Also, instead of playing as one of the named characters, which you can do in Divinity Original Sin 2, and really you should do, instead I just made my own custom character, killed all of the named characters so I didn't have to bother with their stories. And then I tried actually playing the game how you're meant to, and I couldn't get past the first level. And it was loads and loads of new stuff I'd never seen before, because they're actually introducing the proper story, proper mechanics, things that you were meant to be doing from the very beginning. I was just like, I don't care about any of this. What is this? What are these people? I don't have friends in real life, and I don't want them in my video games either. Cupcake hates all that is popular, uses Windows Curious. I don't hate all that is popular. Also, what else am I meant to use other than Windows? Linux? Linux! That doesn't work. I also did install a bunch of mods that allowed me to be a necromancer, and I became the god of undeath, which was fun. Divinity Original Sin 2 was fun. But yeah, I would play Baldur's Gate in the way that no one would want me to play. And every time someone starts being sexual in the game, I would legitimately kill them. Because that's just what I do. That's what I do in real life. Why do you think I'm the youngest child? No, it's not what I do in real life. It'd just be like, no, being flirtatious on my watch, not allowed. Trying to be friendly with me.
Use Cupcake OS.
Get destroyed.
The only thing it can is quick route to the stream, and it comes with card reader.
I want a card reader too. I want a card reader. Why does it come with a card reader? Also, when you have a birthday, it'll be like, hello. It will read your birthday cards. Oh, I want a card reader. Actually, I don't like birthdays. I especially don't like birthday cards. Ugh. Linux has a vtuber. That is a vtuber software, so it's a legit option. Cupcake. Okay, we have to get vtuber. Actually, no, not v. We need vcake. Vcake. Vcake sounds wrong. Vcake sounds weird. There be not Arch if you're feeling like you're bragging about to use Arch. What is Arch? I've never heard of it. Why are we listing software that I've never heard of? Okay, to be honest, if you just mention most software, I probably haven't heard of it. Conjuror is a very conflicted cupcake. I'm not a conflicted cupcake. I'm a conflicted potato. I'm a potato. Da 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 da. I'm a potato. Do 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 do. We do potato stuff. Da 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 da. We live a potato life. Da 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 da. I'm a potato. Da 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 da. We do potato stuff all the time. Why am I singing about being a potato? vtuber death is on hiatus. It is? Oh no. Yeah, for beauties you can play any way you want. Maybe I will play it. The only issue, I've only seen people play in certain ways, so... Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? It's like a lump. It's a lump. Like, it's super thick. Look at it. I have no idea what it is. Glue? It might be glue. Huh. Glue or something. I don't know. Don't to spoil you or anything, but did you hear about Dark Urge? Never heard about Dark Urge. Okay, so time to make custom Linux distro for Cupcake. The thing about Linux is that a lot of softwares that I have to use on a daily basis don't support Linux. Or for Linux support, or if they do, it's often very buggy. My mouth. Oh, no, you can't be sure. You can't be quiet. You have to tell me. You have to spoil. Spoil! I talk about Baldur's Gate 3. You know you can diddle the tentacle. No, we're not diddling anyone. We're gonna kill every single person in the entire world. If we play Baldur's Gate 3, that's what we're doing. We're going to do a run where no one lives. No one lives except me, obviously. I've got a worm in my brain. No, I don't have a worm in my brain. What are you on about? But yeah, in Divinity Original Sin 2, I definitely killed everybody as soon as I could. Because to be quite frank, I didn't want to keep running into them further down the story and have to deal with them again. I actually did break the game because they really did not expect me to kill everybody constantly. They did not expect. The thing about Linux is that it makes you work 100 dials and levers to get the same results as double clicking on Windows. Yeah, and I'm too lazy for that sort of thing. I'm super... Well, Dark Urge is the one where you're a psycho murderer that lost his memory but has glimpses. Oh, that sounds boring. Let me have my memory. Actually, just let me not have any story. Just let me do what I want. I'm silly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's so good. That sounds fun. Where did I put my tissue? Where did I put my tissue? I don't need them. That sounds like me though. I don't have them. I get flashes of them every so often. I find it makes me cry and feel really sad. Where did my tissue go? I had it. Oh, there it is. It's on the floor. I know everyone remembers Linux from 10 years ago, but chill, guys. Linux from 10 years ago. Oh. I wasn't alive 10 years ago. I've never... Time goes back that far. I thought the Earth was only 5 years old. Oh. You know what's been really funny to me lately is watching The Simpsons and them saying some stuff like, ready by 1994. I'm like, wait a minute, ready by... So it was ready years and 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 years ago. But no. That's not what it means. It means it's going to be ready a long time in the future. It's like... I remember Linux from 20 years ago. I don't remember Linux. Wait, to hear for Earth is 26 years old. Earth is 20... Darn it, my boob. That's not meant to be. That's not meant... You're not meant to see the magnifying glass because the glass could reflect. But yeah. Sorry, I'm resting my hands at the moment. My hands are all over here. Oh. There we go. Resting my hands. Battle Masters. Yeah, I'm gonna Google. Was Battle Masters on eBay for real cheap? There it is. Is it the full Battle Masters set? Oh, incomplete. Oh, that's why it was really cheap. It's incomplete. Please read. Some parts are broken or missing. Makes sense. Oh. Oh. What was this one? There you go. Camera's just not feeling good. Camera is very blurry today. Oh no, the camera's not that blurry. I can change it. I changed how the camera was working. I did the same thing yesterday, but no one's complaining about it as far as I remember. Oh wait, the focus is higher than it should be. That's why. Apply, okay. Now I did it so rather than focusing, me struggling trying to get it to focus all the time, instead I've made it so if I hold a model here, it will always be in focus. If it's down here, it will be a bit blurry, but it just means that when I'm holding and I'm painting here, it should be in focus. Now maybe I lowered it too much then. Yeah, I lowered it too much. Let me get it back. And if you don't like it like this, then I can redo it. Hello, buyer. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. You have a camera set in concussion mode? No, I don't. I have it set so when I hold it here, I'm doing my art. It's in a good position. Also, this camera is good. You can set the focus and forget about it. Just use F11 and set it so everything is more or less in focus. Yeah, I need to get what's called a document camera. Apparently they're really, really, really good. But it's just trying to get hold of one is difficult. Is it a raid? Is it a raid? We are being... Oh my gosh, this raid thing is not working well. But thank you for the raid! Welcome, buyer and other raiders. I'm Cupcake Conjuror and we're painting these models.
Raid.
We're painting Warhammer models at the moment. I'm taking a bit of a rest because my fingies are tired and my back is also tired. Emerald Froggo raid. Oh, yay, raid! Woo! Welcome everybody. I'm Cupcake Conjurer. Also known as Cupcon. I'm not a cat. I'm not a vampire either. Ignore the fangs. I love polar. And
Harmony
we like
Haven joined the
Warhammer.
mix.
I got an axe. It goes stab, stab, stab. I've also got these guys. These, they're not finished, mate. These are what they should look like at the end of it. Like this guy here. And this guy. Although I'm really not a big fan of the plasma and stuff. Dreamers Raid! Dreamers Raid! YouTube didn't with it. Yeah, YouTube's been really weird for me recently. She's a cat. I'm not a cat! I'm not a cat. I'm Cupcon.
Underscore Cupcon Cupcat. Cupcon Cupcat, comma underscore Cupcat. Cupcat.
No! Eliza's natural as she please. No, I'm not a cat. I'm not a cat. You know, just for that, we're not going to paint anymore. We're going to just look at more Battle Masters. I'm joking. We're not looking at more Battle Masters. Yeah, we were reminiscing earlier about an old model set I had. Very old. Older than me old.
I am not a cat is exactly what a cat would say. You cannot deceive me.
Cupton, you're asleep. Don't be sassing me while you're sleeping. Oh yeah, Cupton. Via, how was your stream? You were doing a scary game or something. I would have popped in. But I was busy preparing for my own stream. I'm already coping high and coping. You not... What? Spooky stream. I hope you had a fun stream. I hope you had a fun time in Briar's stream, everybody. Okay, that's going to be bronze. That's going to be gold. So we're going to do yellow where we're going to have gold. And we're going to do... leave it as it is where we're going to have it as bronze. Yeah. It was fun. We managed to finish the game in 1 2. Ooh, nice. As long as you weren't expecting to have a 4-hour stream and it only lasted an hour, because that's a bit sad when that happens. So this isn't what it's meant to look like in the end, because as I said, We're going to aim for this sort of colour, so we're going to eventually do other layers on top of it. But at the moment, we're going to go for yellow. I'm actually just going to act as a base to define the colour later on. And cupcake copium. There's no such thing as cupcake copium. Oh no, my chest just crumbled up there. My chest, my stomach. There we go. Oh, yellow, 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 yellow. Yeah, I need to get a document camera. I just need to find one that's reasonably priced and also good. Good thing. Because I've heard document cameras are good. Oh, look at this model. There we go. Yeah, we don't have to be perfect when we're painting the yellow onto it, because I don't want the yellow... I just want the yellow to add a little bit of vibrancy in parts of where we're going to paint it gold. To help the gold pop a little more. Also helps remind me of the future where we want bronze and where we want gold. It is cheese, just cheese. It's not cheese. It's not cheese, it's paint. This is paint, it's not American cheese. Also, if it was American cheese, I don't think it would be any safer to eat. It might be less safe to eat. There we go. Oh, look at that nice goldy yellow colour. Just get an Alpha 6000 series camera that can be used as webcams. What's an Alpha 6000? Let me Google Alpha 6000 camera. Let me see how good this is. £300. For £300. That's a bit too much. I've heard GoPros are good, but GoPros are also expensive. But a GoPro might be good, because I do want to do like a battle report sort of thing at one point once we do have enough models painted up. And I have some terrain painted up too. No, yeah. Well, buy a speedrunning Mad Father. Mad Father? What's the game about if it's called Mad Father? A spooky game called Mad Father. Either it's about God and a priest, or it's about abusive families. Either way, it sounds crazy. But no. It's about a mad scientist, Dad. Oh no, I've watched enough Full Metal Alchemist memes to know where this is going. He didn't fuse his pet and his daughter, did he? You'll eventually do something similar with your A73. A73? Bam ba ba bam ba bam bam ba ba bam ba bam. I am gonna eat some spaghetti hoop. Do 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 do. I am gonna paint this model. Oh yeah, hello. Oh wait, I want to paint the little symbol on its head. This guy is not actually from the same squad as everybody else in this that we're painting today. I found honestly Anyone has the tip of how to make my cat stop asking for food? She recently got fed. If she doesn't wear a collar, put a collar on her. And perhaps put a message on. Please don't feed. She does get fed at home. Alternatively, do what we do. Don't let the cats outside because we're afraid of them getting hit by cars and being stolen. And instead, only let them outside when you walk them like a dog. But when you walk a cat, you don't have to walk as far because cats are very territorial, so they generally want to stay within their territory, or what they consider their territory. Best camera you've ever owned. Oh. I've not owned many cameras that aren't just on my phone. I go on this webcam that's a Logitech camera that is actually more expensive to buy now than when I bought it years ago before the big work from home thing, you know, disease occurred. There we go. That's nice. He's got a bunch of yellow on him. Makes him look a bit weird at the moment, but he'll eventually get some metallic paints on him that'll make him look a bit nicer. Oh, she's in home and she begs for food all the time. Meow, 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 meow. Give her some snacks. I guess, or do like a chew, or like, you know, one of those toy, like dogs have those things that they can chew on. Sometimes cats will, you can get some for cats that are a bit smaller that they can just chew on and try to nom down. Don't give them bones, because unless they're boiled bones, so that they're really soft, they're not good. But giving them something that they can chew and eat little bits of. But we generally just have food down for our cats all of the time, and a lot of it's just dried food. So if they want food, we just go after the dried food. But if they eat it, that's... Well, honestly, we just put more food down for them. That's what we do. But they're not fat cats. So I guess they must just... They don't eat all the food either. Sometimes we just leave it, and then we have to replace it because it goes all bad. It's like, ugh. Kitty will eventually learn that food is available. My dog always had food available, and she would just walk up to the sack of food, have a few bites and a drink of water, and go back to a spot. Yeah, that's what our cats do usually. We do have to be a bit careful sometimes because we got 2 cats, and sometimes one of them will eat all of the food and not give the other a chance to eat. You have to be a little careful. The trick is just making sure that the food that's always available to them isn't going to make them really ill. Have fun with the stream. Just wanted to drop by. It's 1 AM here. Yeah, go to sleep, Raya. It's a Sunday. Don't you have school tomorrow? You're a deep. Sleep well, Raya. Dream of cupcakes. But remember, for friends, not food. Yeah, there we go. Oh wait, you have an Aquila on your chest. Oh wait, he has an Aquila on his chest. It's not even painted. It's very hard to reach. I can't even see it most of the time. Use my magnifying glass. There we go, that's enough. You're not really going to see more than that. We always bought ENvtuber dog food, and for snacks we'd give her dried liver. We give our cats freeze-dried chicken. Although sometimes we also give them freeze-dried salmon. But our cat food's like super expensive. We buy something called Catkins, and I hate it so much, especially for food packets we use right now. I like these plastic, oh, what do they call it? You know, when it's all like airtight, compressed, sealed, it all becomes all crinkly and horrible, and like vacuum packed. Yeah, it's these vacuum packed plastic stuff that's really horrible to open, and it's really difficult to get the cat food out of it, and it absolutely stinks and is super gravy and watery. It's like, oh, makes me want to vomit every time I'm taking stuff. Check pick in general. Talking about Blackhawks yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna look at this. People keep saying for posting in general. I'll look in general. Pippa's gross thing. Oh, the size of... I see what you mean, IRS, about the size of your fawns. Blackhawks compared to a normal ship. Yeah. Although, to be honest, most normal ships just look like sailboats. Like normal sailboats, they don't look like proper... you know, imperial boats with multiple sails. They look more like single-man boats. Which, considering they got a crow's nest, they're probably not single-man boats. But it does make them look like single-man boats. General. I'm not General. I'm Cupcake. Are we talking about Drukai Blackhawks? Yeah, Dark Elf Blackhawk. Druki. Druki. They posted a pic of one next to a bunch of other boats in the Discord. Oh, so I got a cooler. Coca-Cola original taste. No artificial sweetness. Artificial sweetness kill me. Oh. Oh no, sugar in a can. I'm jealous. Yeah. So what you've seen for picture is not even close. Blackhawks are floating bits of Ulfran. When I say floating bits of Ulfran, Ulfran is a floating island. No cola, bad, don't drink. No, I'm gonna drink it all. Nom, 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 nom. I've already drunk the entire can. I'm sorry. I'll just drink another one. There we go. 2 cans down. 2 cans down. See, 1, 2 cans. I've drunk 2. I'm joking. One of the cans is the one I had just finished, and the other one was the one I just opened and poured into my mug. It's got a little cat face on it. It's got a little cat face on it. Fucking larger. Look at that. Look how tiny. You want to see how big a space marine is compared to a normal person? That's a normal person right there, stood up straight. Space Marine's there, just like massive next to him. Look, hey, dude. I'm dead. I mean, that big, massive, muscular arm. Nothing. Nothing. Blessed Dread is amazing. As in massive, massive. As in massive, massive. Blackhawks vary in size, shape, and appearance. Some of them are really wide, some of them are really long. Some of them look like boats, some of them look like massive islands. Some of them are quite small, some of them are quite massive. It really depends. There's a lot of variety to Blackhawks. But that's actually true for a lot of Warhammer stuff in general. There's purposely a lot of variety, so that when someone especially things where they don't make models for it, so this way is you can do what you want with it and have your own lore and your own things and your own cool stuff. It doesn't have to be like follow certain rules or restrictions too much. So yeah. But I also just find like the massive disconnect between lore and art. Like Titans. Titans are very small when they actually talk about the sizes of them. Compared to how big they are in pictures that they show of the Titans. Like, Titans aren't that big. Titans just aren't as massive as all the pictures like to show and make you believe. They're not tiny. That's for certain. Well, that being said, again, you can't trust 40k lore. Legitimately, the writers come out and say you shouldn't trust the lore. Everything you hear about is very biased. It's often from the point of view of very specific individuals, or of very paranoid people, or superstition. Nothing is true, and it's all subject to change. The entire idea that there's only 1 million space marines. There's probably a lot more than 1 million. That's one of the cool things about it. It's like, what they talk about. One of the writers relatively recently for the fantasy lore has come out and said, without a doubt now, that the idea that there's only 13 steam tanks in the Empire was always meant to just be superstition. And that there was actually a lot more in the Empire. This is why they sold steam tank models and why some of the official battles had more than 13, like the ones where they did in White Dwarf and stuff, had more than 13 steam tanks in them. It's like, oh, but basic the lore's not accurate. I do like that thing about the laws. I'm taking back unhealthy people. I make them healthier. I'm a personal trainer. You're a personal trainer? No, you're not allowed to be. But what about people who have health conditions and stomach issues and as a result have to have very specific diet? Like me, if I don't have my cola, I lose weight like this. I go like Zizi, last time I stopped drinking cola, I lost so much weight. I actually lost so much weight as well when I was having to prepare and I had to stop drinking cola for a while for surgery. And I was just losing too much weight. I was very quickly starting to fall below the healthy line again. The biggest titan is half Lady Liberty. Yeah. Well, that's also a thing, is sometimes the lore's not consistent with the titans and stuff, so I like to just do the lore. The lore is whatever you make of it in the end. Like, sure, some of the titans seem half the size of the statues of Liberty, but maybe they're not. Maybe that's just a random rumour. Maybe this is by people who don't know what a foot is. Maybe when they talk about something being 200 foot tall, it's actually a space marine foot and it's 3 times the size of what a normal foot is. But yeah, a lot of the lore doesn't add up in terms of numbers. So my headcanon is stuff like this. It's like, a person says that this war that spread over 5 different planets only had 1 million casualties. The idea is that the person lost like billions of people, but just took like a couple of zeros off the actual number of casualties to make themselves look better. Or simply just didn't count most of the people because most of the people they didn't consider worthwhile counting as casualties. That's what I like to do. We deal with all the inconsistent numbers that Warhammer throws at us. I just like to imagine it because somebody just fiddled with the figures, or just didn't count a bunch of people, or whatever. Just the writers don't understand the size and scale. Like the siege's fact, 17 years the most beautiful mindless war loses a couple of million. Yeah, well, that maybe it's a couple of million of nobles.
Cupcake, yay!
4 months, yay! 4 months of cupcake magic. Have you been doing much cupcake magic, Elite Trainer?
4 months, ye boy underscore Capcom nerd, comma underscore nerd.
Oh my gosh, stop calling me a nerd. I hope your cupcake magic lessons are going well, that you got fire membership. Okay, I'm gonna do that as bronze. That's gonna be bronze, that's gold, and... Wait, why is that gold? Oh no, that shouldn't be gold. Whatever. We won't do all the gold paints. Okay, we'll do these as bronze. Bronze, gold. What's wrong with nerd? I'm not a nerd. Nerds do stuff like play basketball. I'm a Chad who plays Warhammer. I'm a Sigma Chad. Yeah. I'm not some nerdy basketball lover. Oh. No, it's just a meme on the channel. Don't call Cupcat a nerd. She's just a cat. I'm not a cat. I'm not a
underscore
Cupcat.
Cupcon Cupcat.
Cupcake,
Cupcon Cupcat, comma underscore Cupcat.
No!
Cupcat.
No, don't say that. I'm 5 months as a member.
5 months as member. Yay for Cupcat.
Yay! No, not yay for yay for being a member. Yay for being a maid. You're a cupcake maid, not a cupcat maid. That means you're doing cupcake magic all over the place. Oh, you should be. You should be turning. I expect you, if you're a member, to be turning at least one person a day into a cupcake. Okay? It can be the same person over and over again if you want it to be. But by paying for a membership, you agree to help spread the cupcake army of mages. There we go. There we go. We don't mind being cupcat mages. You're not a cupcat, you're a cupcake. Cupcake. There's a key, not a T. Cake, cupcake, cupcake, cupcakey. Okay, we're doing gold. Yep. You know, I've not gotten much painting done today. I've been very distracted. I blame you guys. I blame chat. Chat's to blame for me being distracted. Not my short attention span caused by TV and computer games. No. Never blame TV and computer games. Not all the caffeine in my system from the cola just interrupting my thought process. No, that can't be the fact. That can't be the case. No. Remember, Cupcon is in fact a cat. Sauce, trust me, bro. No. You can conjure cats. No, we don't. We conjure cupcakes. Cupcake. Blame for government. No, the government's not to blame. The government's never to blame. The government's perfect. I couldn't even get through saying that. No, but for once in our lives, the government is not to blame. It's this guy right here. What's his name? What's his name? Guys, you need to give me more names of these people. Because most of them are not named. This guy has no name. This guy has no name. This guy is named Ospin. This game is named Iono. And this guy is named Benito. So we need to name these 3 people. This is a squad sergeant if you... Trust me, I am a truth teller after... You're not a truth teller. You're not a truth teller, you're a liar. You're a liar. Liar, liar, Nico's pants are on fire. He sells lies and Nico sells lies on the seashore. Gotta wake up early, Cupcon. I'm asleep. Have a great sleep. Okay, good night. Elite. Good night, Elite. I hope you have a good sleep. I hope you have a good... This guy's hand is on backwards. It's sad. It's sad. Backwards hand, man. No, not Cupcake. Cupcake. Cupcon. Cupcake. Oh my gosh, why? The more I deny it, the more you're going to accept it. But the more I accept it, the more you're going to accept it. How do I win this fight? If I say, oh, I'm a Cupcake, yeah, you're just going to quote that. And you're going to be like, yes, you agreed. I've already just got to roll with it. And then I'm going to have to get a Cupcake model and everything. And by that point, then you're going to be like, no, you're not a cat. You're not a cat. You're definitely not a cat. You're lying to us. But by that point, I spent £1,000 on a new model that's got cat ears and cat tail and stuff. And then I'm like, no. But if I do accept, but if I don't accept it, then you're just going to continually call me a Cupcake. Like, there's no winning with you guys. There's no winning. Chat v Cupcake. No, not chat v Cup. Of course, chat wins everything. No, I win. I win. I'm gonna end the stream if you keep calling me a Cupcake. That's how I win. That's how I win. But then you're gonna call my bluff. And then I'm gonna end the stream, and that will actually be my loss because this is like the closest thing I have to a livelihood. Oh. Cat just bullies me. Cat is a bully beef. Okay, that's everyone painted with goldy yellowy colour now. But guys, you need to give me names. Give me names of these people. I'm not seeing many name suggestions. Okay, bye. Sleep well. Sleep well. Get your good sleep. There we go. There we go. We're just washing our brush now. We're washing our brush. Cupcake Soldier 2039. No, he has to have a proper name. He's a sergeant after all. He leads this squad of people. Not this guy. This guy's not a sergeant of this squad. He's a sergeant of a different squad, a less elite squad. Oh, well, this guy has so much main character energy. Look at him. Look how cool this guy is. He doesn't just look like a basic sergeant. He looks like he should be leading the charge. He looks like he should be in charge of an entire army. No, I'm not a Cupcake Soldier 239. Go to bed, elite trainer. You got to sleep. You got to sleep, sergeant of a great Cupcake. It's not a... The Black Templars. Black Templars. You know, just for this, I'm calling him Nico. Then what we do is depress marker points several times on surface. I don't think this is going to work how it wants it to work. But here we go. There you go. He's now named Nico. I know for your insolence. Anyone else wants to give a bad name suggestion? Anyone else call him Nico for Cupcake Enjoyer? Oh, I'm gonna throw hands. He's not called Nico for Cupcake Enjoyer. He's just called Nico. He's called Nico. Also, I'm just going to call this one Steve, because Steve Ward was in chat earlier, and I thought that was a fun name for just a Space Marine. Steve. Steve. Nico Loco. Nico Loco. No, not Nico Loco, just Nico. Alright, I may be sick, but I will troll you with that. No! You're always trolling me. Okay, so we got one person left. What do we want to name this guy who has super main character? Look how cool he looks. Look how cool that stance is. He's got the dead... I mean, he's not finished painted yet, so that's why he still looks a mess. But look, he's got a dead Chaos Space Marine head there. Some smashed rebar and concrete, a cool cape, this ridiculous gauntlet with flamethrower on. He's got this cool shoulder pad. He's got another cool shoulder pad. He's got so much gold. Look at all that leather. Oh my, this guy looks like a god. Like, this is one of my other squad sergeants, and he's called Osmer. And he doesn't look anywhere near as cool. He doesn't look anywhere near as cool as this other dude. Like, look at this. And last time I trolled you, you got boss model, so it clearly works. What do you mean, trolled me? No. That's a Dave, if ever a Dave. Can we make that Roman? Can we Romanize that? Can we make that sound cooler? Can we make this sound like something that would be Mosu Peachy's song? Have you heard her new song, by the way, that came with a new outfit debut? That is the most hardcore song I've heard in a long time. I've just been listening to it every so often when I need to inspire myself to do stuff. Like I'm in pain, I'm struggling, I need to get out of bed, just play that song. Boom! Upright, out of bed, I can go to war. Oh, that's amazing. Are you selling those toys? No, we're not selling them. Which song? It's by Mosu Peachy. It's by Mosu, a VTuber. It's just the latest song that she's done. Let me open up YouTube. I'll actually put the link in chat. But don't go into it. Don't watch it yet. Watch it after my stream. Watch it after my stream. Where's Mosu? There she is. Mosu me Peachy. Videos. Share. Copy link. Watch this after the stream. There you go. Open that in a new tab. Listen to it afterwards. It's absolutely amazing. I adore it. Dave Romanize. Okay, Dave name etymology. Geoff, David. It comes from the word David. Is there like an even cooler version of a name? Because David's kind of boring. Davies. David. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's such a boring name. Dowd. The boil. Yeah. Okay, it's got a bunch of like really cool sounding female versions. Apparently there's a Gaelic version. Stuff there. Jody. Oh, there's a Welsh version! We're going for the Welsh version. We're naming him the Welsh version Davidus. No, I'm going for a Welsh version of David. D-A-F-Y-D. David. Oh, that's such a cool name. Oh, it's a great way to spell David. David Davidus. I'm gonna name him David Davidus, actually. There you go, David Davidus. My handwriting's kind of terrible with this pen, but don't blame me. Blame school. Blame British schooling. Actually, no, my teachers tried really hard to make me, you know, have better handwriting. There we go. I think I'll watch it right now. Thank you very much. No! Song is called Victory. Victories. I like the fact that it's got a mixture of Japanese, Roman, and English in the song. Now you have to make him a pet sheep. You do know that, right? No, we don't have to make him a pet sheep. Why would he have a pet sheep? Maybe have a sheep partner. No, we can't make fun of a Welsh. I've got Welsh family, and by Welsh family, my mother. Actually, no, my mother's technically not Welsh, but she lived in. Well, she kind of is Welsh. She lived in Wales for much of her life. She's Scottish, but she lived in Wales for most of it. There we go. Still has a massive soft spot for Wales. Sword! Sword! Oh! Ah! I win! Sorry, I'm playing my models again. Oh my gosh, I'm such a silly person. How big are they compared to these Age of Sigmar arts? A lot bigger. Yep. I've listened to the song and I must say I definitely grew up from liking Japanese lyrics. You've definitely grown since liking Japanese. Also, totally unrelated, my friend who is a reenactor of Rome is challenging you, Cupcake, to a duel for forcing me to listen to this music. Well, I didn't force you to. I didn't force you to. I like it. I think it sounded really fun. I think it sounded really fun. And if you don't like it, I'm banning you. I'm banning you. Just let me get my ban hammer out. Ban Nico. It's a nice song. Also love VTubers being into history. VTubers being into history is amazing. Speaking on that, we need to play more Rome Total War because I accidentally broke the... So off stream, I was trying to do some cleaning up and some busy work. And the Seleucids attacked me. And then I tried making a deal with some people to get them off my back so when we went to the stream, it wouldn't be too terrible. And I accidentally found a massive glitch in the game that I was taking huge advantage of. By accident. We took advantage of it during the actual stream itself as well. Latin is a lame line. I learnt Latin in school. Carnifex means executioner. That's about it. That's all I remember. Very much the same person sang it in Latin all the way through. Can't wait to see who their Gen 2 will be. I have a suspicion as to 1 or 2. Hope I'm right. I got a suspicion for maybe a couple of them, but it's not me. I can tell you that much. Oh. More family of language. I learned a bit of Latin, but I've never been good at languages. In fact, the only reason I passed my Latin test was because 50% of a test score is history. So, and then another 25% is comprehension, and I could score well enough in history and comprehension to be able to completely fail at the other parts of it, like translation. Comprehension, you could, like with any language, you can always kind of break comprehension just by knowing the thing you're meant to be doing a comprehension on. So while the text might be in Latin, I only need to understand it well enough to know what it's referencing. And if I've read that before, then I can do the comprehension answers on it. Rather learn Elvish. You literally refuse to learn Slavic languages. Oh, this magnifying glass needs cleaning. Bonk. Not that hard, just get good. Just get good. Better do, better do, better do. I'm cleaning this. By the way, love heart. Love heart! Also, I mean, these wrinkly gloves are terrible, but at least they're not bursting. Ew, Elvish, I expect you to cringe. Talan. Talan not. Why not Dwarfish, Talan? Why not learn Dwarf languages? Do you not like digging holes, Talan? Do you not like digging holes? Do you not like mining deep below the ground? But Tar believes too much in me to think I know any Latin. The Celebris is meas. Dwarven language. You mean Scottish? Scottish is not Dwarven language. And Scottish isn't a language. You have Scottish Gate. You have Scots, which is a version of English. And you have Manc, which is technically related to Scots. And you have, what's it called? You have Scottish Gaelic. And then you've got the ancient language of Scotland, which is Pictish. Oh, so you got Scottish Celtic. I don't think I know any of them. You're sadly mistaken. But yeah, I mean, we didn't do too much painting today, but we learnt about Battle Masters. Scottish is not a language until you have to understand it while knowing only English. Okay, yeah, I will give you that. A lot of people struggle to understand the Scottish accent, like a proper Scottish accent. Someone talking from Scotland. Very difficult to understand and hear. Oh my gosh, I just gave myself a headache by looking through my magnifying glass as if it was a scope. I read Train Spotting in the original language. You cannot conceive that it is any form of proper English. What? What about Ulysses? It was written in crayon. Like Steve Rod. Stay safe. We will stay safe. We'll be the safest people ever. Also, no, if you want to... If Dwarfish was any real language, it would be Norscan. Well, not Norscan. Why did I say Norscan? Oh, it's Warhammer getting into my brain. It'll be a Scandinavian language, but like Germanic, the ancient Germanic version.
My favorite part of being Scottish is when everyone else leaves and I can talk like normal.
I could talk like normal, lassie. No, I'm Scott. I've never really. I do sometimes pick up a Scottish accent if I'm around Scottish people, but most of those people I know or knew rather, who had a strong Scottish accent are dead. Because they're like grandparents. Grandparents and friends of grandparents. We've been living outside of Scotland for too long. Although that being said, I do not have an accent that's like... You would not think I'm from where I am actually from and grown up based on my accent. Like, I do not sound like I get taxi rides, right? And the taxi drivers are like, okay, so where are you from? I'm like, I'm from around here. And they're like, no, where are you from originally? It's like, I'm from here. And it's like, no, are you sure? It's like, no, it's like, where are you from? Like, where did you grow up? It's like, here. And he's like, these taxi drivers are Asian. Some of them are from Pakistan or from, what's it called? Oh, where is it? Where is it? Afghanistan. Yeah, that's it. Like, that's where half of them are from. It's like, no. Why are you the ones asking me where I'm from originally? Oh. It feels like a sitcom. You know, where like screw for audience jokes of just completely turning things over. So you'd expect the white person in the white country, the back of a car, of an Asian driver to be doing the things, no, where you're from originally, kind of joke and line, but instead it's the other way around. Like, no, I just got a weird accent. I just don't sound like I'm from here. It's because I never had any friends or never learnt the local accents. I just learnt from TV. I watched too much Doctor Who. Actually, I didn't watch too much Doctor Who or Peppa Pig. I did watch a bit of Doctor Who, but I'd already developed my accent by that point. What else did I watch? I watched a lot of American TV. Why don't I have an American accent? Coal miners, so from Northern England then. Coal miners. Hub's closer to Icelandic, which is basically Old Norse. Yeah, Icelandic is Old Norse. Iceland's actually an interesting history. Actually, dwarves would be Slavic because we are both always drunk. Now, I mean, if you're going by Warhammer dwarves, they're definitely inspired by Vikings. Definitely inspired by Vikings. Coal miners. Why are we talking about coal miners? Did I say something about coal miners? I do not remember something about coal miners. Oh wait, I missed that part of Nico's message. Actually, dwarves would be Slavic because they're both drunk and have mined coal. Also, no, wait. Britain has loads of coal miners too. We love coal mining over here. The Vikings loved mining, producing beer, underground development, and artillery defense tactics. I mean, none of that's true, Talan. They loved beer. They loved alcohol. That's about it. When it came to artillery I don't think they used much artillery for Vikings. In fact, in general, they didn't use artillery because artillery wasn't very mobile. It's true, Vikings couldn't get enough. They loved shield formations, though. That is true. But that being said, for most of history, we loved shield formations, and then Rome fell, and then people forgot about shield formations, except the Vikings were like, why is no one else using shield formations? What is this? Like, the Romans used shield formations, the Greeks used shield formations, the Germans used shield formations. The British didn't mind you. We used chariots. The Egyptians used shield formations. Shield walls. I'm making jokes of comparing Vikings and dwarves when there's an actual Viking-inspired faction called Norska. No, but the dwarves are also inspired by Vikings. Because, I mean, just look at the dwarves. They got beards like the Vikings do. They got the horned helmets like Vikings are famous for, even though the Vikings didn't really do horned helmets, except that's more of an artistic form at times. The shield wall of the dwarves is legitimately inspired by the Viking shield wall, and the dwarven shield wall. The dwarves in the board game actually have an ability called Shield Wall, and it's very clearly inspired by the Viking version. The dwarves also use runes and have ancestor gods, both like the Vikings do. And while the Norskans are kind of inspired by the Vikings, they're more of just inspired by... But they're culturally less inspired by the Vikings than the Dwarves are. Like, the Dwarves are definitely greatly inspired by a lot of the more civilized aspects of the Vikings, like the poetry, the culture, the laws, the... what's it called? The history and mythology of them. While the Norskans are more inspired by, like, the British and European view of the Vikings, of them being barbaric raiders from the frozen lands who attacked and all of that stuff. It's basically got two different Viking stereotypes. One of them is a more civilized stereotype, which is inspired the Dwarves, and the other is a more barbaric, savage type, which inspired the Norskans. The Dwarves are primarily based on works of Tolkien. They are partially based on the works of Tolkien and partly inspired by the Vikings. I mean, the works of Tolkien are definitely inspired by Norse mythology, though, because the elves themselves are actually from Norse mythology, of the Lucifer and the Dulcifer, basically the light elves and the dark elves. You also have the frost giants, obviously, like anyone who watched Marvel knows about frost giants and stuff. And that's...
I literally saw the blog of one of the developers. You were making it up.
I'm not making stuff up. Yes, Tolkien was the OG creator for Dwarves. No inspirations were used this first. The Lord of the Rings is highly inspired by Norse mythology. And the dwarves themselves are highly inspired by the Vikings. It's true. It's true. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Talon. Your blog you were reading. Developers lied to you. Developers lied to you. But either way, it doesn't really matter, because the fact is, if they're based on the dwarves, if they're based on Tolkien dwarves, or Tolkien dwarves are very inspired by the Vikings and by Norse mythology. In fact, Tolkien's entire work is incredibly inspired by Norse mythology. She loves to lie. I'm not even lying here. The longer I'm on the streams, the more I think Cupcon doesn't know 90% of the stuff. She's just yapping for real, for real. No, I'm not even here. Why? Tolkien dwarves are absolutely not purely inspired. They're not purely inspired by Vikings, but everything about Lord of the Rings is heavily inspired by Norse mythology. Like, seriously, even the elves are. The elves, the way of the world, the way of the gods, the names that he gave to stuff, a lot of it is just taken directly from Norse mythology. Ah! I feel like I'm being gaslighted here. I'm being gaslighted right now. Oh my gosh. I'm not even cherry picking. Tolkien was a scholar of a lot of European legends before he wrote Lord of the Rings. So mean. I feel like I'm being the one hearing people be mean to. Oh. Night Parade. But yo, so Yahoo Night Parade, how you doing? I'm gonna Google now. I'm gonna Google. Tolkien dwarves inspired by Vikings. Dwarf inspiration. There we go. How's the clearest and most direct inspiration? European folklore is surprisingly flexible on what makes the dwarf spirits of the earth. Or for old Warhammer dwarves or Tolkien's dwarf, you're doing okay. Objection, leading question. go. Age of Sigmar and Dwarf. Copium wheels are turning. Warhammer Dwarfs. Vikings. Norse Dwarf. Norse Dwarf. Blah 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 blah. There we go. Ah. Ah. I feel like I'm being asked. They're asking leading questions. I've been scrolling for 11 tabs to Google to cherry pick. It's such a cupcake moment. No, I feel like you guys are cherry picking. I feel like you guys are cherry picking. And now I feel like I'm gonna die. I feel like I don't know anything anymore. I feel like I don't know anything anymore. No. Wiki says Norse mythology. See, Norse mythology. What's this for? Tolkien. Tolkien dwarves or Warhammer dwarfs. Oh my gosh. There's no shuffle emote. Digging it. Are you trying to say I'm digging my own grave here? Tolkien described them as tough, warlike, and others. The origins of Tolkien dwarfs can be traced to Norse mythology. Tolkien mentioned they connect this with Jewish history and language. In Norse mythology, Gandalf. Okay, whatever. Gandalf was originally a dwarf appearing in a tally of the dwarves within the poem Voluspa. Gandalf was a dwarf in Norse mythology, oh my gosh. Dwarves in Middle Earth, yeah. High school teachers lie more. Wiki lies, all high school teachers will tell you that. Wikipedia has never lied to me. Especially at that time, it said that protons and electrons act the way they do because they went to clown college when they were growing up. Yeah. That's what you need to reload a page, Conjurer. Never. Never. I already closed the page. Never mind, Wikipedia didn't let me edit that page. See, that's how Wikipedia works. It doesn't let you just do any silly edits you want to. Besides, the thing that you really use Wikipedia for is to find the notes on Wikipedia and use the notes to find the sources, and then use the sources to read the books and the papers or whatever you need to read that actually has the info in it. That's what you use Wikipedia for. Any university student will tell you that's why you use Wikipedia, because it's just filled with loads of sources and then you can just get connections and to articles and stuff from all over the place. It's really fun. It was Clown Uni, not college. No, it's Clown College. It's Clown College. You know why? Because I edited it. I edited it. I'm joking, I didn't. Oh my gosh. Bruh. I'm torturing my models, by the way. Bruh, 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 bruh. Okay, but love you all. Hi, Kill. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. But we started at 4 o'clock today, so we started at a decent time. And since it's 7 o'clock now, we've been streaming for 3 hours. My hands are a bit tired, and my back is hurting me from leaning over all the time. Oh, there we go. So, you know what this means? Goodbye. Good luck. Wait, do we want to raid anybody? We got a bunch of people in chat and stuff, so maybe we do. Who's live right now? Oh, What are people doing? Lots of collabby stuff. Okay, no raids to do then. Let's just wave goodbye to you all. Wave goodbye to you all. Handcam, my wrinkly gloves are here. Hello, goodbye. Love you all. Me sad, but oh well. Good night. Sorry, Kill. Big hugs to you, Kill. Big hugs. And big hugs to everyone else. Bye-bye. Love you all. Remember, dream of cupcakes, but cupcakes aren't food. They're friends. And also, what else do we do? Work hard, play harder, sleep well, eat lots of good food, all of that good stuff. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Remember to like and subscribe. And thanks for all the support.